What's going on, guys? It's Dakota back with another video. Today I'm going through a weekly trading review. Well, not a weekly trading review, but a sample size review. And sample sizes are just a sample size of trades, a segment of trades that I take and review, executing the same process on these particular trades, and then on the next sample size I go ahead and execute whatever changes I made, right? So I have a systematic process of making changes within my system. So this sample size, I took 35 trades. I had a win rate, a higher win rate of more than 16%, of about 14%. Now, this is something I really strive for, to have a higher win rate this sample size, because my win rate was getting low, and one of my goals for the year is to have a higher win rate than last year. My last year win rate was either 30% or 34%. I think it was 30%. To be honest, I'm gonna say it's 30%. I want to have a higher one than 30%, honestly. And ideally higher than 34, because I know in the middle of the year I was teetering around 34% win rate, but I wanted above 34, to be honest. Hopefully breaking those 40s. Now, if we just go over to the conclusion, I'll double click this so you guys can read it. If you want to read it on your own time, just go ahead and pause the video. You probably cannot see it. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Nope, that's not gonna work. This is the best you're gonna get. All right. So now for the conclusion of reading those stats, win rate was higher the sample size, probably due to implementing daily stop and reducing the times I overtrade. Because I stopped trading at a specific loss limit, probably limited the amount of times I overtraded. Sometimes I still overtraded and went past that daily loss limit, but when the days I was disciplined enough to do it, brought better results. Another profitable sample size, but not cutting it for the TopStep Combine, so I'm still short of that TopStep Combine profit target. I see that I only traded between 6 and 12 o'clock. I lost the most money in pre-market, so it would be wise to only trade once market has opened. 8th hour has produced very little, so trying to get ahead of news here is not a good route. I notice a lot of news comes out around 8:30 for US, so I would try to get ahead of those news events, take positions based off those news events, and see if news could push the market in my direction. Wasn't working. Last high pre-break is the most profitable setup this sample size, followed by a breakout pullback. I reviewed both setups and found that I have two options. I can either put full daily stop size on when I have a last high pre-break ad, or I can adjust my initial stop to the rejection candle of a breakout pullback setup, which I'll break that down. I will go with the adjustment of breakout pullback initial stop and increase my R so I can have a larger contract size initially. So let's go ahead and look at a screenshot here. So breakout pullback, we break out of a balance area, we come back, test this level, and fail the level and look for rejection. So here I actually set a limit here, but what I could do is wait for a rejection, set my stop beneath the candle that rejected. So set my stop beneath this candle and set the same targets for price to continue pushing up. And this was the same setup. I could have waited for rejection there, but on this time it just would have lost. And this is better than putting my entire size on in the middle of a trade. I think this is better than putting my full size on in the middle of a trade on the last high pre-break entry. Yeah, let's go back to the sample size conclusion. On the next sample size, I will try increasing risk on last high pre-break. Will make last high pre-break an A setup for me. I also noticed on screenshots that if price fails at FTA, the trade usually reverses. So I'll be implementing FTA levels, which is something I used to do in Forex, which I'm going to start implementing in futures as well now. This should increase win rate and reduce max consecutive losses. Potential performance, if I did not manage the position, blows my current performance out of the water by 12.27 R. Best scenario, equity curve with little drawdown, not the highest return. For the sample size, for this sample size, is if I just trade breakout pullback, VWAP, and last high pre-break between 9 and 12 without trading Tuesdays. With this adjustment and the adjustment on breakout pullback stop placement, my win rate would be 85.71%. So let's go ahead and look at the stats, the journal. So this is the return for let's check the changes. Last high pre-break, VWAP, and breakout pullback. Only not trading on Tuesday, trading every other day except for Tuesday. Have a 76% win rate. Compare that to the actual win rate I got, which was 40%. And this is the equity curve there, right? So I get a higher return here, but if I just trade, but I was losing a lot of money pre-market. So if I exit out pre-market, just trade 9 to 12, I have a lower return, but less drawdown. Let's look at that drawdown again. Drawdown period here, a small drawdown period here off one trade, but I want to get rid of the drawdown as much as possible. So only going to be trading market open. And I will note that one of the most profitable trades, which came on a Friday, was was pre-market. It was about a 3.7K trade. It came at 7:59, so in 2 hours before, that's 2 hours before a news release. So there obviously are exceptions, but I'm not going to make that exception here. I'm going to trade at 9:30 to 12, and just take opportunities between those times. Do my best to do that. I'll have it recorded. I'm not willing to make that exception. If I make an exception to that, then that's a flaw in the trading plan. That's improperly executing the trading plan that I have right now. So those are the changes that I plan to make. Let's look at all the changes, the official changes. Only trading breakout pullback, VWAP, bullish return pullbacks, and last high pre-break trades. Do not trade on Tuesday. Only trade between 9:30 and 12. And if sluggish or tired, do not trade. On those days that I was sluggish or tired, I lost money. All right. I'm not getting a lot of sleep before market opens. Trading, probably giving myself a little bit more time to sleep, and getting up probably at 8:30 instead of waking up at 6, 7 will allow me to perform better during my execution times. Breakout pullback stop adjustment to rejection candle, which I broke down earlier, and utilizing FTA levels. Now I put this on the DRC template, so this is what my updated DRC template looks like. Here, now I copied it. I'll put it there twice actually. Matter of fact, yeah, let's keep it there twice, because I haven't been reading this before each session. I've only been doing one session, but I haven't been reading it. Now I'm keeping the same daily stop at 1,000 and daily target at 1,500. Executing in our 9:30 to 12, so I changed that time. Have all the lists here, right? FTA is probably going to be the thing that's going to keep me on the chart the most, paying attention to those levels. I have to be very observant, very aware, and prepared at those levels, and immediately take off the position if we get failure there. Now sometimes that will keep me out of is that win rate 100%? I'm sorry. Sometimes that will get me out of positions that may break through levels, but that's fine. I made my bad on the stats. I only had it on longs. It was 85%. So let's go look back at the times without 9 to 12, and these are the stats on that. Obviously most of the trades were longs this time around, but there we go. So that is the sample size review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please go ahead, comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear your ideas, see how I can improve, in the next sample size or in future sample sizes. And if you guys want this template, I can make a copy of it. I have template right here for futures, and I have a template for Forex if you're interested in that. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with future videos, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next video.